What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So this is going to be a really short video, but I just wanted to talk for a bit about the very first part of the Uncharted 4 Thieves End behind the scenes video. Over the course of the next, I think, week or weeks or so, Sony will pretty much be uploading 5 parts in total, where you can get a kind of like a sneak peek at what's been going on at the studio. And I think it really proves, you know, how much work has gone into this game. We already actually knew that, of course, by the fact that it has been in development for so long. But I think if you really look at these kinds of videos, you respect the studio more and more for all the love that they put into a game like this. You know, I'm not gonna go over like, you know, everything they said and all that kind of stuff, the interviews, because you can all check it out for yourself, so there will be a link in the description. I'm simply going to pick a couple of moments here that I found to be really interesting, and I just wanted to quickly address, I guess. And before I actually do that, I want to say that, you know, this is the thing, right? I mean, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I started off really covering Uncharted 3 for a super long time, and that was like the only thing I focused on. And it was pretty much about half a year or a year later, when the game, you know, when the game's hype kind of like started to slow down, right? That I, you know, myself decided that I'm just going to be covering gaming in general. But I just wanted to quickly say that, you know, right now with the release of this game coming so close, me having lived up to that moment for such a long time as well, that of course, you know, over the next couple of months, expect, you know, at least like 50 plus, if not like 70 or 80+% of my videos to be about Uncharted 4, because it's only obvious, because, you know, I have a big Uncharted audience. I've been covering these kinds of videos for such a long time now, so I am going to make full use of it. And you know, I can't wait for it myself. It's a game I really want to talk about at the same time as much as possible. Anyway, it was probably a quick distraction here, but the moments that I wanted to get into with this behind the scenes video is, first of all, we see a tiny bit more of that scene where Drake and Sully and Sam kind of like come into the house in Madagascar, where they find that Elena is there waiting for them, and we see a really quick, like 2 seconds or so, where Elena seems to be refusing to give Nate a hug or something. Once again, really like pointing out the drama that's gonna happen in this game, with Elena not being happy at all that Drake has gone back into the treasure hunting life, and probably even worst of all, lying to her about it, because it seemed like he had not told her that that's what they would be up to, because I think that's literally what she says in that one scene. You know, she of course says that he's like, of course, or whatever, right? So, yeah, the other part that I actually wanted to talk about is Drake seeing Sully for what's looking to be the first time in the game, because he's literally saying like, hey Sully, it's been a long time or whatever, it's good to see you, and that's what Sully says as well. They both are in suits, so it does seem to appear that that is going to take place pretty much before the kind of like heist scene that we've seen, where they infiltrate this building, where they find Nadine and Rafe as well. So, you know, like, once again, it just quickly shows off the very first time that we'll be introduced to Sully in Uncharted 4 again, which I'm pretty much 90% you know, like sure of right now. And then the final thing that Naughty Dog really talked about in this behind the scenes video that I found to be pretty cool is that they really looked not just at the previous Uncharted games, but also at, for example, The Last of Us, with all the, you know, small little interactions and all that kind of stuff that they did in that game, where, you know, just when like passing by in a level, you could press triangle on a certain object to inspect it, or you have Joel talk about it or something. They seem to be doing the exact same thing with Uncharted 4, where we saw that in that Madagascar city that we saw in the E3 demo, Drake kind of like stopped by, saw this guy with like a lemur, I think it's called, the animal, and tells Sully to come and check it out, and they just have this really cool kind of like small intimate moment, right? So that's what Naughty Dog is really trying to achieve here, to also have you stop by, not constantly rush forward and everything in the game to see the next big set piece or whatever. No, it's really about those key emotional moments at the same time, and I think that's what we've already pretty much seen right now. Also in the PlayStation Experience demo, we had that part where Drake kind of like passed by a skeleton or whatever, made a remark on it if you decide to press triangle. So all those cool little small things that make you care so much about these characters and about this world, I think it's totally going to pay off, especially with this being the closing chapter, right? So anyway, I thought it was a really cool first part of the behind the scenes video, and I can't wait for the other 4 ones. If there's, you know, more noteworthy things to talk about, then I definitely will do so on my channel. So go check it out yourself and let me know what you thought about it. And then for now, hope you enjoyed the video, so thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you again next time.